having a think about it. He's having a lunge. Goes for a gulp of fresh air once again. 4 laps to go, 0.2 of a second. There's nothing in it. He carries pace into turn 1, and he's got the slide going, Cam Waters. He's looking for a double victory. If you're Broc Feeney, you're looking for your first podium at Sydney Motorsport Park and redemption from a tough night last night. So, hi mate, I'm here. Rat-a-tat-tat. Yep, I'm Cam Waters, and I'm right on the rear bumper. So, huge pressure through turn 3. Broc will be well and truly aware of the pressure of now. The lunge comes down the inside, and there is contact between the two. What a disaster! So Waters has gone down the inside and barreled into the side. And Will Brown could end up being the beneficiary because Waters is redressing. What a catastrophic end to the race. With only 4 laps to go. A disaster here. What a mess. More contact now as Brown makes contact with the back of Waters. It's something of a schmozzle at the back end as they all try and figure out who's where. It's a mess.
Oh, he's put him off the road again. Now it's another bump. This is on for young and old. This is great stuff.
Unbelievable. So,
like that.
Is Waters going to get away with that, or is he going to get a slap from the umpire? We're right at the sharp end of this race. All the drivers have lit up on the radio. They've all got a point of view. But what we've got at the moment is an unbelievable situation where there's a gigantic question mark hanging over the top of Cam Waters. All of a sudden, you've got 2 Red Bull cars either side of the monster car, 3 laps to go, nothing between them, and the blood is up in every direction.
Absolutely, and all the chat over the radio is you can't just redress like that. So there's going to be 2 schools of thought. Down the inside was Cam Waters at turn 4. They made contact, then Feeney went off the road. Straight away, Waters backed it off, parked on the left-hand side of the road, and let him go by. But it wasn't him, it was his teammate, Will Brown. So the 2 cars then got caught up.
So, Feeney leads from Waters, leads from Brown. There will be a lot of discussion about this afterwards. There'll be furrowed brows in race control as they try to unpack this one. And right at the moment, Broc Feeney's got the ascendancy in this car race. But there's a gigantic question over what happened back there. That's 0.2 of a second. What an unbelievable scenario watching that. And incident noted, it sure was, by hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah.
So that has got everybody thinking. And I'm not sure that Cam will get away with that one. But a great motor race. So a thriller to be able to get back up into the teeth of this battle. But that big dive down the inside and resulting in the contact. We've got 2 to go. I've got no doubt that race control will look at this one after the fact. They'll be unpacking data and vision as we speak. Feeney leads, 0.1 of a second. And Waters has dropped that right rear off the edge of the sawtooth curve down there and only just barely wrestled it back on. He's not surrendering here. He's having another attack. We've only got 6 kilometres of racing to go and he starts to range up on the outside. There is nothing in it. It's a feeler gauge margin between first and second. It's another dive that he's thinking about down the inside here at turn 4. He thought about it, but this time decides to back away. But here comes Brown. He has a lunge down the inside as well. Forces the issue at turn 5 and there's nothing in it here. Will's up the inside and he'll continue with this all the way down to turn 6. They're chasing each other all over the road. And does he squeeze by? I think he's going to get him by the time they get to Corporate Hill. No, he didn't get the drive out of there, Brown. Waters clinging to second place by his fingernail.
So Waters thinks he hasn't done anything wrong and he's just trying to get Feeney. But Brown's playing into the game. So Brown doing that manoeuvre at turn 5 and then pushing him wide down to turn 6 has taken the heat off Feeney for half a lap.
Meantime, have a look behind. Mostert and Payne are right there in 4th and 5th. It's going to be a 5-way battle. No investigation necessary between 6-1 and 88. So there's been a call. So there's been a call from the umpire. It is game on. So that'll set the tone.
It's on.
It's on. Gloves off. Yeah. So we've got 1 lap to go. 3.91 kilometres. Feeney, Waters, Brown, Mostert and Payne in 5th position. There is only 2.5 seconds across the top 5 cars in the field, and our umpire has said no investigation necessary. So what you see is what you get. Is Waters going to be able to do anything? Brown's tucked right in behind him, and Broc Feeney might get not only his first podium, but victory at Sydney Motorsport Park.
What an unbelievable race. We've argued for years that we should let this stuff play out on the track, and this is what has happened in terms of the play between these two teams, and the way that Will Brown was able to get involved in that actually helped Feeney massively. Waters runs into 6. He's only got 2 spots now. He's got over the hill and into turn 8. He's not close enough to put a move on here, but he does come off turn 8 better than Feeney. Can he fire down at the Mostert spot and get into the last corner on the inside?
They're wearing each other's cars at the moment through turn 8 for the very last time. Broc Feeney is our leader. It will be a desperate lunge by Waters when they get up to the final couple of corners. There is nothing in it. And he gets right onto the rear bumper again and tries to get up the inside. It's going to be on, it's going to be on, it's going to be on. He goes down the inside. This is an extraordinary conclusion to this motor race. I think that Feeney might just hang on. What an absolute rip of the race. But he's coming down there. Oh my goodness, it's been a change. To that motor race. I am blown away. I am blown away by what I have just seen. Oh my goodness me. By the margin of 0.030. I would not have thought that was possible at the last corner.
No way. Absolutely no way. How's the side draft? And even the bump, Will Brown gave him a bump, pushed him wide, and then he come up there so straight.
We played hard mode today, mate. We played hard mode, but we still got it.
That is a remarkable finish.
And Cameron Waters is owning the Pertec victory lane here at Sydney Motorsport Park. That is about as good as it gets. Talk us through those closing laps. There's so much to debrief after that one. Is that one of the most satisfying victories you've ever had?
Yeah, that was absolutely awesome. I had so much fun then. Obviously, we lost the track position with that first pit stop, but we fought hard. We never gave up. And, I had a crack on Broc, but gave it back to him. And, a few tactics getting played, but I gave it all. And, that was an epic finish, wasn't it?
Talk to us about some of the tactics out there on the contact at turn 4.
Yeah, turn 4, I sent it in there pretty hard, locked to the front, and I don't think Broc realised I had the front locked and he turned in, and that's okay. It was probably more my fault than his, but, gave the spot back as best I could, and then all the tactics started, and it was just game on from then on, and I had so much fun, and awesome to obviously get the win and get this Ford Mustang in P1.
Talk to us about what was coming to you over the radio. You obviously redressed. Did you think that there may be a penalty looming over your head?
Like Potsy told me to kind of calm down a bit, that's fair play. I'd probably need to thank him later for that. But I think there probably wasn't a lot in that turn 4 incident, but I thought I'd give the spot back and keep racing hard, and that's what we did, and we put on a show for all the fans. So massive thank you to everyone that came tonight.